hot shoe, cold foot. We're going to fix this Godox flash. Hi everybody, it's Benji, and we are going to repair this Godox TT685 flash today. The big problem is, I'm assuming this is called a hot foot, since it's a hot shoe in the camera, and they connect. They got that connection, that special connection, and it's hot. Well, this one's technically still hot. It's powered. The problem lies, there is a little pin. Will you focus? Will you focus for us? Probably not. There's a little pin at the end of the shoe here that extends out when we twist this knob, or it's supposed to. And it hasn't been, or it has been and not retracting. And I've actually damaged a hot shoe on my camera because of that. So we are going to replace this whole part today with a part we ordered from Adorama. And it's going to be the whole bottom plate there. It should be a relatively simple procedure. Focus. That's not bad. And we'll see how it goes. All right. We're back in a jiff. Okay. So we have our broken Godox flash with the broken foot on it. And maybe we can see better from this angle. Or maybe not at all. When I twist that wheel, there is a retention pin about thereabouts. That's supposed to come out and set it firmly into your hot shoe. And when you twist the wheel, the opposite direction, it's supposed to retract. Most of the time, it wasn't popping out, and I was unaware, and I was tightening this down, and that created leverage and motion on my hot shoe, and I had to send it in for repair on my camera. Don't want to be in that scenario. So now I'm paranoid with my other flash, and I'm constantly checking this before I mount it to make sure that that pin is going in and out. And then the last time I tried this, the pin did come out and would not retract. So we need to replace this whole thing. Fortunately, they make it pretty straightforward to you. The bottom plate is very accessible with just 4 tiny little Phillips head screws, so you'll need a precision-sized precision screwdriver, which we cannot focus on precisely. And thank you, G100. And this part from Adorama is that entire bottom plate with the connector, which we're hoping pops in and out easily. We're going to see how this goes. The other thing I would do, and I don't know if this is a real risk, just make sure your batteries aren't in there. And again, this is the Godox TT685. This may be the case with other Godox cameras as well. But you can just get this little part. But I don't know if it's a real risk. It would take me more time to research whether it's a risk to have power in this as I do it than it would just to remove the batteries. So for safety's sake, let's remove the batteries. Just gonna undo these screws here. Undo them. Come on, baby. Stay with me. There we go. The Lumix G100, ladies and gentlemen, the Lumix G100. And the man that can't keep his hand out of the shot. How do we do this? We do this way. That's how we do it. It should be loose enough to kind of just pop off now. The screw needs a little bit more love. Hello. Can you tell? I've never shot anything this way before. And there we go. Let's be careful of those Phillips head screws. Knock them down to our work surface. It's an X-ray thing. I found it at a thrift store. Isn't that fun? Okay, so here we have. Here's the old bottom plate. Here's the new one. We need to plug this into the camera here. I mean, into the flash here. I'm doing good. So this is the component that needs to be removed. And this is the component we're just going to plug right in there and screw it back in. I'm really overcomplicating this, but now it's a little hard to tell, but there are 2 Come on, baby. There's 2 notches at the bottom of this plug, one on each side, 2 little notches. So we want to make sure that those 2 little notches are facing, well, from our current perspective, downward when they're plugged in to make sure everything is in the correct orientation. So can we remove this by hand? I think we can. If you have a little bit of fingernail. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, it comes right out. Look at that. Beauteous. What did I just say? I got ADHD here. I need to remind myself. The notch is facing down. So I'm going to find those 2 little notches. They're facing down. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. And then we're just going to screw this back on. I think the main reason I'm making this video is to show how, like, this is so straightforward. It's actually a little overkill making a video on it. Well, until you watch the video, you might be like, I don't know how to do any of this stuff. How do you do that? And be intimidated by doing it. And then you won't do it. But then we realized this is just such a simple job. And this is probably the easiest thing to repair in the camera world. At least on my Lumix cameras, those things are sealed up like Fort Knox just to get in there. There's not any basic operations. In fact, other cameras, you can tighten up the hot shoe on the camera from the outside. There's just one little piece you need to remove. And then there's the screws, and you can set them down. But on the Lumix cameras, well, they thread from the inside to out. So you can't do that. You got to take the whole body apart, which I am not willing to do. All right, so our new shoes on there. We're going to put some batteries in here, attach it to a camera, and see what happens. It's my very first demonstration video. I hope you liked it. So we're going to double check again, make sure that that pin is coming out. It is coming out. Is the pin retracting? It is retracting. I feel good. And I'm going to do that every time now I mount my flash, because I don't trust the old TT685 so much anymore. We'll see how this new part did. TT685, what's your 20? I don't have a 20. I have a 685. Make sure that thing is in there. Sometimes the click is deceptive. That's the other thing too. We're good. Turn that camera on. It's on. Turn that flash on. Did we do it? Were we good? Oh yeah, baby. Oh, we're golden goose. Where's Charlie? Charlie. Charlie, that's my dog. Charlie, come out from under the covers. Oh, all right. It worked. It's a simple repair. You can do it in 2 minutes. And you just watched. I don't know how long this video is going to end up being, but you can do it in 2 minutes. Again, I ordered that part off of Adorama. You can probably source it from other places. I will look up the link for this specific model and put it in that YouTube description for you. And there you go. If you have a Godox TT685 or another Godox flash, and they're somewhat notorious at this point for that foot. That foot betraying you. You can get a fresh foot, and I think it was about $20. Much cheaper than replacing the whole unit. So good luck with that, and you're welcome. You're welcome. Like and subscribe if you haven't liked. If you liked it, don't like if you don't like it. But if you like it, like it. And please subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not already subscribed to my channel. All right, folks. Bye-bye.